Come on in, come on in, come on in. Yes, we are back in the studio like overnight. Caught a red eye and here I am. I'm a little sleep deprived, but here I am to talk about the latest episode of Married to Medicine. I did watch the episode. I watched the episode like sporadically yesterday in California. And then, of course, I watched it right before this live. And I also try to watch Dr. Heavenly's recap with Carlos. Heavenly, if you're going to be doing a recap with Carlos every single week, I'm not going to watch. I'd much rather hear Heavenly and her squawking by herself. But the combination, I can't do. Nope. Look, nope. I can't do it. I'm a little agitated. A little sleep. I tried to sleep on the plane like, and I had the flatbed. Anyways, guys, you're just joining us. We're going to get into a countdown, but as always, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels as well that are talking about the latest season of Married to Medicine. We got to talk about some of the things that are being said online, offline, about what's going on the current season. And as always, I want to hear your thoughts. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to vote in our live chat poll to let us know how you would rate this week's episode of Married to Medicine. And dare I say, no matter how people feel about sweet tea, everything is about sweet tea. Everything is about sweet tea. I like it. I like her. For our entertainment value. Let's get into a countdown and then let's get into this episode. We have a lot to talk about and I would love to hear your thoughts. So I do want to have some callers and then we'll get into it. No Tuesday takeover, but Married to Medicine's our Tuesday takeover. So let's get into it.
Baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. Ooh, you bring the lighter. I got the fuse. You make a fire. I'll add the fuel. Follow my lead. Just watch your shoes. Gotta turn the heat up to get this cool.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. Woo! It's November. We're almost halfway. We're already more than halfway. Oh, well, almost halfway through November. Next week is Thanksgiving. And I haven't even put out a Christmas thing yet. Oh, I will be, though. I will be. I do want to give you guys an update. Tuesday Takeover will not be happening probably for the next couple of weeks just because it's the holidays. There's a lot happening. So stay tuned. We will get back to Tuesday Takeover hopefully in the new year. Well, no, probably a little bit before the new year, but we don't have that much further for the new year. But, next week's the holidays, so look. And, of course, today I just got back, so no Tuesday Takeover. But I'm still watching the shows. I do want to say congratulations to Jag from Big Brother and Matt. Congratulations. Jag won Big Brother season 25. Because I know by the time we do Tuesday Takeover, we won't care. I'm so mad, though, because I was literally in California. There were so many parties and things happening. I mean, I thought I almost got an invite to go to one of them. I don't know what happened, but you know Hollywood and flaky people. Look, it's LA. I can't tell you the amount of flaky people I met, but I also met a lot of really great people too. So shout out to all of you that are subscribers and that were in California and that came to Los Angeles from near and wide for our meetup on Sunday. So shout out to them. Shout out. Let me see if I can remember everybody. I can't remember everybody, but if I don't remember your name, I apologize. I remember Lily, April, Judy, Nadine, Nora. I would say Nora. Who's Nora? Oh, shout out to Nora, but no, not Nora. Norma. Who else? Hold on. Sunny, right? Sunny. I apologize, but shout out to everyone that I met in Las Vegas at BravoCon. I am going to do a special podcast episode to talk about everything BravoCon because we haven't really had a sit down talk about when it comes to BravoCon. So stay tuned for that episode. It's been a while since we did a podcast episode as well. So we will talk all about that and more. All right. But I did want to say congratulations to I really what how does Surrey did not win America's Favorite House Guest? How did she not win that? Cameron won it. I mean, look, Cameron, he had played a good game, but I was so shocked by that. It was rigged. Look, it was rigged. Anyways, congratulations to them. As I said before, Tuesday Takeover will commence in a couple of weeks. All right? All right. But I know why you're here. You're here for our Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 2 recap. If you missed it last week, we did a recap, a pre-recorded recap. Be sure to check that out. And if you're looking for our Real Housewives of Potomac recap, that was posted yesterday. And I had a lot to say about it. All right? I had a lot to say about it. So be sure to check that out if you missed it. And of course, I'm wearing Kempire merch. All right? I got off that plane because I was in California in Las Vegas. I got off that plane. I said, whoo, it's a little nipply. And it's extra windy today. Because when I left New York, it wasn't that cold. It was seasonable. But I got here and I was like, whoo, cold, frigid. Anyways, so yesterday I was sort of like in and out watching Married to Medicine, or at least on Sunday. I was in and out watching it on Sunday. And today I finally got a chance to sit down and watch it from beginning to end. So the very first scene that we get is with Phaedra and Quad. I know it's only episode 2, but how are you guys feeling about Phaedra? I feel like Phaedra is sort of this side character, and she's just sort of there getting involved in everyone else's mess, but we still don't have a full story about her. She's just there, and she's sort of like involved in everyone's stuff. You know what I mean? And do you really believe she has that butler, Benji? No, it's all this, stunts and shows that she likes to do. You know what? You heard what Heavenly said. The truth ain't in there. Look, she said something else, but I won't be crass here on this Tuesday. She said the truth ain't in her. Anyways, so this very first scene, we get Phaedra and we get Quad. We haven't seen Quad in a month of Sundays, but as you know, Quad started filming late. She started filming late, so I'm assuming they're sort of like copying and pasting and putting her where they can. But if you've been watching Married to Medicine from the beginning, this is not the first time that Quad has been estranged from this group. This is part of the reason why we've said Quad needs to get off of this show, not just because she's not married to Medicine, it's because she's not really friends with any of these people. She's barely friends with Dr. Heavenly. But I've changed my mind. Let this be Quad's last season. Oh, wait, come on. Let this be Quad's last season because we needed her this season for the relevancy of Leticia and Dr. Gregory. Like, we needed her this season, and that's probably why she's probably getting paid a lot of money for this season. Because it adds to the flavor of, like, we wouldn't really care too much about Dr. Gregory and Leticia if Quad wasn't here this season. But after this season, I'm good. Because she's not really friends with them. Every single season, they're like, we haven't seen Quad. It's been a long time since we've heard from Quad. She doesn't want to hang out with the group. Quad doesn't like these people. Which is fine. But go on another show. Quad, I did get your seasonings, though, from BravoCon. I don't know when I'm going to try and make it, but I heard good reviews from other people that have used it. So I said, I'm going to pick me up one. So I picked me up one. Quad, why does it look like you made those labels in your kitchen, though? Oh, I mean, it doesn't really matter. You got a business. And affordable, too. It's like $15 for the seasonings. Is that affordable? Look, because you know I don't cook like that. Is that affordable? It's going to last you a long time, I'm sure. I've digressed. So Quad comes in twerking. She comes in twerking. And of course, the little, the caricature of each other. We have Quad and Phaedra's like, oh. Some of you are entertained by that. I am not. Look, I am not. Especially because these are two very smart people. They're not dummies. Okay? So when I see them chucking and jiving and acting like this on television. And look, we all have, no matter how intelligent we are, we all have our moments of, silliness. But I feel like that's all we get from them, at least lately. I feel bad for them today because I am doing this recap on some lack of sleep, and I already feel a little crotchety. So, of course, they get on an update. So, Phaedra gets updates from Quad because everyone's wondering, where is Quad? So, apparently, Quad has been going back to Africa a lot. Apparently, Quad, we see the scene of Quad introducing this new guy, very handsome, but she won't give us his name. Another reason why people get so frustrated with Quad. They feel like she's never forthcoming with her life. My thing is, Quad, if you're filming with this man and you're introducing him to your friends, we could know his name. Oh, it's very new, darling. Okay, girl, get off this show. I can't with people that go on reality TV. I'm not saying you have to share every part of your life. Medicine, so it's about your life. What are you going to share with us? What is your storyline this season? Quadrina? Like, what's your storyline? Like, oh, I know what your storyline is. Dr. Gregory and his new wife. Cece says, Kempire, that ain't her man. Again, fraud. Quad the fraud. No wonder you and Feifei is such good friends. So Phaedra calls for her butler, Benji, to bring her some lemonade. No, did she say iced tea? He brought her the wrong thing, though. I don't know if that was editing. She changed her mind. He brought her the wrong thing. So she's got a butler. So Phaedra's trying to get some updates from Quad because she says the group is talking about her. All right? As per usual. They're always talking about Quad because Quad's never around. All right? So she said she felt like she needed to take a step back from the group. Thailand says, Quad is a tourist and she's not going to talk unless needed. Very true. Hence why I would never do reality TV. Reality TV is not the space for this. Reality TV is not the space for this. All right. So they end up talking about Leticia and Dr. Gregory and their age difference. Because she was like, oh, I was quite younger than he was when we got together. And, well, she was like, well, not that young. 23-year age difference between Dr. Gregory and Leticia. That's a lot. That's a lot. But I feel like if you're in your formative years, that's where you can see like a major difference. But if you're like 40 years old and your man's, 23 years older, I feel like y'all are good. There might be little things that you don't recall from each other's history. But if you're 20-something and even 30-something, and that's what Leticia is, she's 30-something years old. She seems a little younger, though. Like her maturity feels a little bit younger. right? Even though she can make greens of a 65-year-old. All right. So they also talk about Quad's history with Toya and their issues because Toya brings up the whole DUI situation. So I feel like Quad had a heads up on the DUI because she had a perfect answer ready to go for Phaedra. She's like, I was cited. I did not do the field. I declined the field test, which you can do in Georgia. I've heard. We've covered stories. And she says that that has been resolved. Her attorney has resolved it. Okay. Again, we just never get the full story, do we? Were you drunk? Were you drunk? Were you not drunk? Were you driving under the influence though, Quad? Even if you weren't charged and and things like that, were you driving under the influence? Okay. They talk about her issues, and my thing is, here's the thing with Quad and her issues with Toya. Toya's not perfect, but I understand completely why Toya has issues with Quad, especially after last season. And we know they've had a history of, they both have gone below the belt. But last season, Quadrica, I know it's not her name, Quadrina, went below the belt by accusing this woman of possibly setting up Anila, who is now friends again with Toya. But Quad doesn't understand why Toya is so obsessed with me. Quad also doesn't understand Heavenly and why Heavenly sent her a picture of her hanging out with the next woman, Dr. G's new woman. Because you and Heavenly have this, I don't, Quad says, she sees me as a sister, but she doesn't treat me like one. I don't think that you and Dr. Heavenly are sisters. I definitely think that you guys are frenemies. I think you guys are frenemies. I feel like Dr. Heavenly, if she loves you and respects you, she treats you like a Dr. Jackie. She doesn't treat you like how she treats Quad. She's called Quad the other woman. She's dragged Quad. She doesn't like Quad like that. That's not her sister. Dr. Jackie is her sister. All right? Let's be real. All right, let me take a sip. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're talking about the latest episode of Married to Medicine. Don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but other channels as well. The ratings for Married to Medicine's first week's episode, the live ratings for the first episode were not bad. But I think a lot of people expected with someone like Phaedra that especially the first live ratings. I think people expected people really want to see what Phaedra's going to bring. But I will say this. I don't feel like Phaedra brought anything. I feel like Married to Medicine's ratings have been consistent. They haven't been really dropping. I don't recall what their premiere for last season was, but Phaedra didn't bring people to the yard. Just saying. She didn't bring people to the yard. Anyways. So Phaedra and Quad have this catch up and they're talking about the group and things that are going on in the group. The next scene that we have is with Sweet Tea and Dr. G. And based off the preview for what's to come and what we've been hearing, that Leticia is starting to feel like Quad did in this relationship with Dr. G. That's sad. Because I kind of wanted to work out for them. You know what I mean? But to be honest with you, if you really value your relationship, do you bring your brand new relationship on reality TV? Dr. G, of anyone, should know better because that's what he did with Quad. Remember, they were recently married before they got on this show. And that didn't turn out well for them. Now you're not even married. You're getting married on the show with your soon-to-be wife. So Dr. G tells Sweet Tea in this moment. First of all, she's cooking. She's making all his favorite things. She's taking care of her man because she sent him that DM and she said, I'll give you what you want. I'll give you what you want. Okay. And apparently he likes her greens. He's like, you make. Look, I can't even do his voice. Do I have anything for for Dr. G's voice? Oh my goodness. Let me see.
I don't know. No, that don't work.
What about this one? No.
What about this one?
Like, I don't know. I don't know what could work for Dr. G's voice. But you know what it sounds like. So he's happy with Susie Homemaker, making his food and things like that. What he's not happy about is that she wants him to be more involved when it comes to their wedding. He's like, I'm paying for it. She was like, well, you're not paying for all of it. He's like, I'm paying for 90% of it. But she wants him more involved. Look, I haven't planned a wedding. I don't know. And look, and even when I do plan a wedding, it's 2 men. So, ladies, tell me in the live chat, if you're planning a wedding and your man is paying for 90% of it, do you care if he's involved or not? Like, I don't know. I guess it depends on the couple. Like, do you care? I don't like the fact that he's throwing it out there, though. I'm paying for it because he can throw that out there for a lot of different things in the future. I'm paying for this house. I'm paying for this. I'm paying for that. Sweet Tea has a good job, though. She works for the government, and she works from home. Okay. So that's their issue because Sweet Tea says she's feeling overwhelmed by the wedding. Because wedding planning can be a lot, especially if you're throwing a big wedding. And now, not only she's doing this wedding planning, and she's filming a reality show. I know none of us have filmed a reality show, but if you have heard these reality TV stars talk about filming a reality show, that is a job. That is a job. So not only that, she's filming this reality show. She's dealing with everyone talking about Quad and everyone judging her and making fun of her. She's dealing with that, and she's planning a wedding, and she's dealing with Dr. G in that voice. So that when you think about that, it's like, damn, she got a lot on her plate. So she's feeling the pressure and she needs the support. She needs the support. Just saying. Thank you, Siobhan. Thank you for the reminder. Guys, if you missed it, I am on Juicy Scoop with Heather McDonald today. Go check it out. All right. It's available on all your favorite podcast platforms, but the visual version is available on the Juicy Scoop YouTube channel. So go give it a like, go drop a crown in an elephant, and let them know that you love me. Yes, I almost forgot about that. That dropped this morning. Look, I can't remember everything. It's been a busy, just getting from the airport not too long ago. All right. Anyways, so be sure to check that out if you haven't checked it out. So I was working when I was in Los Angeles. Okay. All right. So shout out to Heather McDonald. Thank you for having me on your platform. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me tighten this. Okay. All right. So moving on, we have this scene with Dr. Jackie. You remember Dr. Bullard from last season? She hired Dr. Bullard. Dr. Jackie is still sort of like moving, slowly but surely retiring from her practice, but not retiring, but she's taking less hours so she can spend more hours at home with Curtis, who we still have not seen. We saw him in this episode, but like a flashback. Okay. So she hired Dr. Bullard, and then we get the scene with DaBrat and Judy. As you know, now they have their baby, but Dr. Jackie is like the doctor to all of the, Atlanta celebrities. I didn't realize that Brat was 48 years old, pregnant. So the thing that we love about Married to Medicine is that they're always giving us sort of the education on things like this, especially pregnancy at a certain age, pregnancy for Black women, all of that. So we get to see a little bit of a sonogram for Brat Brat's health is not the greatest. I always cringe a little bit when Dr. Jackie talks about people's like eating habits because Dr. Jackie's had a history. Like she's very judgmental of people's eating and people that might be a little bit bigger than she is. So I always get a little like uncomfortable when she starts talking about people's eating and things like that. But she did give us the history. She's like, well, you're prone to high blood pressure, especially because of your age and things like that. So that's the reason why she's bringing it up. So I had to watch probably DaBrat and Judy because just that little scene with them was cute, and I was just like, cute. So we have that scene. All right, moving on. So Toya, as you know, we told you last BravoCon that we saw that she had two businesses, one skincare and this wine club. So this season she's going to share her wine club. All right. So she's talking about getting into that. So Toya and Eugene. So she was talking to Leticia. Do you guys think that Toya is genuinely trying to be friends with Leticia, or do you think that she's trying to get back at Quad by being friendly with Leticia? I don't know. Like, I feel like it's genuine, but then I had that other thought. Like, is she just doing this to kind of like get at Quad because she can't stand Quad? I don't know. Girl Mill says she thinks it's real. Like, I feel like it's real too, but then I had that other thought. I was like, well, based off of last season alone, maybe. All right. So she's ready to have the talk with her husband, Dr. Eugene, and her boys. I can't believe that we're watching Toya and Dr. Eugene have the birds and the bees talk with these little boys that we saw as toddlers on this show. It's like, where did time go? And her boys are so adorable, but I appreciate them having the conversation because I'm sure, very much like myself, a lot of us did not have these conversations with our parents. Right? Like, you didn't have the birds and bees conversation with your parents. And if you did, let us know. And what age did you have that conversation? What's a good age? I think you should start periodically having the conversation over time, like as much as they can take early on. But I don't think, especially in this day and age, I don't think it's healthy not to have the conversation because you want to equip your children with the knowledge. So we get a little knowledge. They're talking about STDs in this conversation with their boys. Not the boys throwing Dr. Eugene under the bus. He was watching Playboy. And Dr. Eugene, I was watching a documentary. Because I was about to say, like, where would he be watching Playboy? I'm like, is that a thing? Maybe it is. Because didn't they used to have, like, their own channel, Playboy? But I don't think, like, that doesn't exist anymore, right? Okay. So they talk about the STDs, and look, parents want to make it very creepy and things like that, but at the same time, they want to make sure that their boys understand the ramifications of and the responsibility that comes with if you decide to have sex. I love the fact that they weren't like, oh, you can't do this. They were like, well, if you decide to do this, we would prefer it that you wait till you got married. Toya and Eugene, did y'all wait till y'all got married? But I get it. You're parents, all right? But I can appreciate them having this conversation with their boys. All right. What age were you when you learned the birds and the bees? I'm still waiting to learn. I'm just saying. All right. Guys, if you haven't already, we have almost 1,000 people here for our Married to Medicine recap. We appreciate you guys taking time out of your afternoon. Normally, we would have our Tuesday takeover, but for those that are just joining us, we'll be doing our Tuesday takeover maybe in a couple of weeks. The holidays are right around the corner. Definitely not happening today, and definitely not happening next week. Just giving you a heads up. Okay. All right. But of course, you're still getting content. All right. Sonia says that Dr. Eugene was being truthful. There is a No, I know there's a documentary on Playboy. Like, I believed him. But at first when they said it, and then when he said it was a documentary, I was like, it was just like comedy in that moment. But I was like, no, I think there really is a Playboy documentary. Which is probably very fascinating. I told you when we were talking about the Essence magazine 5-part series that they did on OWN, they talked about how Hugh Hefner was one of the first people to fund or to invest in Essence magazine. I was like, oh, like, I love a documentary, especially a music documentary. Anyways. All right, let's move on. Sweet Tea goes a wedding dress shopping and she invites Phaedra and Toya. Again, this is a scene. Where's Leticia's family? Like, where's her mom? And I'm assuming that this was just a scene that they were filming. I'm sure she probably went separately with her mom. Hopefully, right? Look, right? And her sister, where was her sister? Like, not, she got her support group member coming with her, which is fine. I'm sure they become friends. But I thought that was interesting. Nish says that her mom is back in Texas. Yeah, but fly in. Your daughter's going to shop for her wedding dress to marry the man. Just saying. Rhonda says the Playboy doc was excellent. I love our sidebars here. So Phaedra and Toya have a lot to say about Leticia, Sweet Tea. I don't know what to call this woman at this point. A Sweet Tea and her body. They had a lot of comments, especially Phaedra. Phaedra made multiple comments about Leticia's, booty challenge. Okay? I think they're stuck in a time where it's okay to talk about women's bodies like this. And I get it. Back in the day, just maybe 10 years ago, we were like, "Oh, that's fine." Yeah, we're in a new age. Look, we're in a new age. And Sweet Tea's a young woman. She's only 32 years old. So Toya had things to say. You got to wear a girdle. You got to do this. Phaedra's commenting on her butt. And in the moment, it doesn't feel like Leticia's bothered by it. But later on, you see that she was bothered by it. And you know what bothered me too? Because I watched that what Dr. Heavenly said on her YouTube channel. I hate the fact, and I get it. So a lot of these reality stars, after they see themselves on the shows, and after they hear all of the negative comments on their hair, their bodies, they end up doing stuff to themselves. Look, doing stuff to your hair and makeup is one thing, but all of this, like this conversation on people's bodies that forces them in their heads to go get work done. And I heard Dr. Heavenly talking about, oh yeah, you can get this done. I didn't like it. And y'all know I enjoy Dr. Heavenly and her reviews and her humor. However, I didn't like the narrative of putting Sweet Tea in this position that, okay, maybe next season she'll get a booty thing, or she didn't say this specifically, but it was the insinuation was there. Sweet Tea, someone clip this and send this to her. Don't do anything to your body unless that's what you want to do. Don't allow what people have to say on social media or on the show or your fellow castmates to dictate what you're going to do with your body. Because I don't see anything wrong with Sweet Tea's body. And I love what she said in the episode. She was like, I got a real body. And then she was talking about how some of them were fresh off the table. I was like, damn. And no judgment to that side either. Do what you want with your body, but don't allow social media, don't allow the audience, don't allow your cast members to make you feel that way about your body. Unless you have wanted to change something about your body. But if you didn't want to change anything about your body, leave your body alone. Y'all saw what happened to that poor, I can't think of her name. I'm sorry. DC Young Fly's, were they married? I can't remember if they're married. But the mother of his children passed away. Like, it's a risk. You sign away your life when you get these surgeries. Don't do anything to your body, Sweet Tea. I actually think Sweet Tea looks pretty damn good for her first time being on reality TV. The hair and the makeup. You see her confessionals? I think she's doing pretty damn good. We've seen some people like come on reality TV and they're like, oh. So I just didn't like the conversation that's happening on social media, that's happening amongst the cast when it comes to Sweet Tea and how she's, dressing or how her body shape is. But that's just me. Look. All right, let's move on. So she tries on the different dresses. I don't think she's going to choose any of these dresses because I feel like this was just a scene. You know what I mean? I think this was just a scene. I don't think she's going to choose any of the dresses. But it was a cute scene. Here's the thing. This is where reality TV loses people. In reality, she's not inviting Phaedra, maybe Toya. But she's not inviting Phaedra to her wedding dress shopping. But I will say this, what we find out is her friend that's there with her, she met through a age gap support group. Am I of a different age? I know there's plenty of Facebook groups. There's Real Housewives Facebook groups and things like that. I'm not a part of any of those groups because I hate notifications. But so she met this woman on Phaedra made it seem like it was a sugar baby Facebook group. I mean, probably I'm sure there's some sugar babies in the Facebook group, but it's about, women connecting and having conversations about the challenges of being in a large age gap relationship. So she made a friend in that group, and that's how, that's who's hanging out with her. So, of course, Toya and Phaedra are like, what? And, of course, Phaedra ran to Dr. Heavenly with the tea. Okay. What Facebook groups are you guys a part of? Let me know in the live chat if you're part of the replay crew. As always, be sure to let us know where you are watching from, how you would rate this week's episode of Married to Medicine, and what Facebook groups are you a part of? I don't think I am a part of a couple of Facebook groups, but I honestly sign up. Like if you do something, like if you join something, if you paid for something, then they have a Facebook group. Like those are the groups that I'm a part of, but I never go and check. Look, I never go and check. I should go check. There might be some helpful information there. We talk about 90 Day Fiance. A lot of these folks find each other on Facebook through these groups. Okay. Just saying. So we have that little situation. And then they talk about old men penises. As someone that has seen plenty of penises in my day, and when I say that, that's not because I'm a hoe. Lies! The lie! No, what I'm saying is like when you're in the locker room, you see a lot of, I'm just saying. And you see a lot of, because it'd be the old men walking around with the old ones. I mean, they do get a little, they change a little bit. When you hit a certain age, they change a little bit. Some of them are looking. Okay, this is not Kempire After Dark. But I'm just saying, they were talking about in this conversation that the balls, they not the balls. What am I doing right now? Let's move on. Okay. All right. Toya's prepping for her wine event, and she has a conversation with Dr. Eugene because, one of the narratives about Toya is that, she doesn't work. She doesn't get it. They flash back to all the times that people shaded Toya about just being an MRS. But Toya has had this business, at least the wine business, since BravoCon. She had the wine business before BravoCon last year. And she has the skincare business. But we never saw it on the show. This is the first year that we're seeing it on the show. But she was like, I was raising my children. I was a housewife. There's nothing wrong with that. That's probably one of the hardest jobs ever. But of course, these women of professions kind of made comments. They made comments about it. Okay. So, Toya's prepping for this wine event. All the ladies are coming to this wine event. So, Tisha felt like Phaedra and Toya were rude to her at her wedding dress shopping. And she says it to them. And they both seemed a little shocked by that. You're like, oh, you felt like we were rude? Toya, of course, was like, you felt like I was being rude to you? And then, of course, when they flash back, you're like, yeah, some of the comments that you guys are making at someone's wedding dress, this is supposed to be a special moment. It's not a moment for people to come and comment and make you feel insecure when you're trying to find the dress that's going to, wow everyone at your wedding. Tisha felt like Phaedra, as I said before, she didn't say body shaming, but she felt like they were rude. Like that was her word. So Heavenly, then, because Heavenly is always going to start the party, brings up what Phaedra told her in regards to this age gap supporting group, but Heavenly worded it very differently. She's like, oh, you in some sort of therapy group for older men? And then, of course, Heavenly has questions. And then Tisha's like, what, you want to join? I have to say, Tisha's not rolling over. You know what I mean? She's not rolling over. She is giving it back to them. I don't think people give her enough credit for just, really defending herself. I can appreciate that because this is a hard, group. But she gets a little frustrated in this conversation with them and she has to walk away. I appreciate Dr. Simone being there for her. And she says to Dr. Simone, it's not just them. She's dealing with a lot, pressures of the wedding. Dr. Gregory doesn't want to be involved. And Dr. Simone says, well, you're not marrying a woman. So, she's saying like, yeah, men do not necessarily want any involvement in the planning of a wedding. Okay. Tisha, as I said before, she said she's a little overwhelmed. They play this game of trying to figure out which one is the box wine. Of course, Dr. Simone falls for it, and she ends up loving the box wine. The other ladies love the other wines that are, I guess, a higher end wine. And Toya's like, well, that's my wines. All right. Good for Toya. All right. Has anyone tried Toya's wines? Are you a part of her group, her wine club? I don't drink, so I won't ever try it. Sorry, I'm just saying I won't. But I know there are wine clubs. Are you a part of a wine club? Okay. All right. So Tisha gets a little frustrated, and I feel like we have to keep in mind we're watching an edited show, so we see Tisha get frustrated and say that she's going to leave, which kind of seems like out of nowhere. And then, of course, the ladies have their comments. Well, she's dating an old man. Of course, she's tired and she wants to go home. She's probably tired of this group, tired of filming, tired from planning her wedding. So she's ready to leave. And as she gets up, the women notice that she's got a tag on her dress. And, of course, they start thinking, oh, and then, Dr. Jackie has her commentary in her confessional, like, oh, she's not married to the man yet. She's got to marry him to get a little bit of the money. I know that there are plenty, especially reality TV stars, that where, they go buy these expensive things and then they bring them back. However, as someone that buys stuff and forgets to take the tag off sometimes, I don't jump to the conclusion that she was going to try and bring this dress back. Sometimes people forget to take the tag off. Right? But I also understand that especially if you work in retail, then there are women and men that do that. But I honestly don't know if I believe that's what she was going to do. She does take the tag off in front of all the ladies. But the part that is cringy for me is not the tag. It's their reaction as grown women. Like, none of these women are 20 years old. Their reactions are, oh my God. Oh, she's going to take the dress back. Really? I feel like they gave a much bigger reaction than was needed, especially for grown women dealing with a woman that is 20 years younger than they are. Mary Jane's baby. Hey, she says Leticia has her own. Yeah, she has. She's got a good government job. I mean, look, there are plenty of people that y'all think that have money that are taking these little, they're buying these expensive things and bringing them back to, like, these stores, and they're known for it and they get in trouble for it. They're just lucky that these stores don't expose them. All right. Guys, if you're just joining us, don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. We already have over 1,100 people here watching our recap of Married to Medicine Season 10, Episode 2. Can't believe it's only Episode 2, but shout out to Dr. Heavenly. Although I can be critical of Dr. Heavenly, I will say this. Dr. Heavenly got the people talking last week when she was blasting Tisha on her YouTube channel. They wouldn't have been talking about Married to Medicine if Dr. Heavenly didn't do what she did. They like to criticize her YouTube channel, but it helps promote the show. It helps people get engaged with the show. It helps people be like, oh, what's going on? Dr. Heavenly said this week, though, that apparently Leticia was talking to people at BravoCon and it got back to her. Look, this is Leticia's first season. Kathy says, I don't know, Kempire. I think she's taking it back. See, I don't know. I don't know. That's not my life. I've never done that. I barely want to take back things that I should take back. Speaking of which, I have something I need a different size, though. I'm not taking it back to take it back. That's just not my life. But apparently, and I've heard people doing that. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's going to take it back. She probably feels intimidated hanging around these women that are well established, have a lot of money. Remember, we were just talking about this with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City's Monica. Similar situation. So maybe she felt pressure. Maybe she was going to take it back. So, Phaedra and Dr. G have a combo. Phaedra, we're going to talk about everybody else's storyline before we even get to yours, huh? I wonder, at any point, will we talk about Phaedra and her doctor? Probably not. Look, probably not. Everyone on TikTok, keep tapping your screens. Let's get to 10,000 likes. Shout out to everyone watching on Facebook. Be sure to follow us, guys, on TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. Shout out to everyone watching on Twitch and Twitter. We appreciate you all being here for our Married to Medicine recap. If you're part of the replay crew, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to make sure that you're still subscribed so you're not missing out on anything. Thank you so much, Sharon, for the super chat. We appreciate your support. Sharon says, not that type of wine drinker, Kempire. College days mad dog drinker. Oh, damn. Thank you, Ms. Sharon, for the super chat. Okay. Ooh, there we go. There we go. And shout out to those of you that send in super chats, super stickers, Venmos, Cash Apps, things like that. Or if you bought something from our sponsor, Coldest. Don't forget, Coldest doesn't just have water bottles that keeps your water cold for 36 plus hours. They have sheets. They have pillows. They have things for your pets. They have a lot of really new great products. But don't forget to use the discount code KEMPIRE10 for 10% off of your order. All right? More information will be available in the description of this video. All right? And shout out to our King's Guards. We cannot do this without them. Encouraging you guys to like the video. Liking the video is an easy and free way of supporting not just my channel, but your channel as well for those that are watching in the bushes. All right, so Phaedra. We're never going to get into Phaedra's storyline because she's going to be focused on Dr. G's storyline and Quad's storyline. All right? So she sits with Dr. G to have a combo in regards to his relationship. She's a little concerned by the things that Leticia has said, specifically about, I like having access to the money. This look nice. This look good. So she's a little concerned that maybe Sweet Tea is in it for other reasons. All right? And she asked Dr. Gregory, did you feel like you were a predator because of the age difference? And he was like, well, I wasn't sure if I was predator or prey. Like, is she just kind of getting into this relationship because I was on a reality show, or because I'm a doctor, or I have money? Maybe. He says they do bring up Quad, which I thought was interesting. He says he feels a level of safety with Tisha that he didn't feel with Quad. He didn't feel safe with Quad. I did find it interesting that Dr. Heavenly feels as if Quad wanted Dr. Gregory back today, that they would get back together. Do you guys think that Quad wants to be back with Dr. Gregory? We barely thought that they wanted to be together when they were together. Like, I never thought she liked that man. That was a very toxic relationship. Do I think that he was in love with her? Do I think he's still in love with her? I don't know. But I definitely don't think she's in love with him. Back then or now. You know what I mean? Like, I never felt the love between them. And some of you feel as if she used him in order to be on this show. I don't know about that, but all right. So then they talk about a prenup, and of course, Phaedra's an attorney. She was like, "Have you guys talked about a prenup?" He says, "Yes, they've talked about one, but nothing has been signed just yet." And from what I hear, there was no prenup. I just feel as if your second marriage, you got something to lose, you get a prenup, right? Because I don't know how he ended up after his divorce with Quad, but you would think after one divorce, the second marriage, you would get a prenup. Like, that wouldn't even be a question. It'll be interesting. I'm sure we're going to revisit that question in regards to the prenup. But Phaedra says she hasn't seen Dr. Gregory this happy and hopes that Tisha will give him an heir. God. Do you guys think that they will you think that these two will end up having a baby together? Because we're hearing like she's starting to feel like Quad felt in this relationship. And that's sad to me. But at the end of the day, you guys chose, both you and Dr. Gregory, Leticia, chose a very new relationship to bring it to reality TV, and a reality TV show where his ex-wife could potentially be on with you. It doesn't seem good, but I will say this though. Leticia's the MVP this season. She's the MVP. Everything is surrounding Leticia. Quad, too, but Quad doesn't have any relationships. Quad's not really filming with all the ladies. But Quad is going to show up at her bachelorette party and brought by Phaedra. And then all of a sudden, we have Leticia screaming. I don't know why, but we shall see. How do you guys feel about Leticia based off of just the 2 episodes? Remember, it's only 2 episodes. I find her refreshing. I like her. Do I like Dr. G? Not so much. But we don't really get to see Dr. G like that. We mostly see Leticia interacting with the other ladies. And I'm okay with that. Next week, we're going to see Dr. Simone and her boys. I always love Dr. Simone and her boys. They always have like funny moments. So like I'd look forward to that scene. And then we see this bachelorette party. How would you guys feel if someone invited your fiance's ex-wife to your bachelorette party? Again, it's a reality show. In real life, that hopefully would never happen. But, okay. Phaedra's here stirring the pot. Phaedra's here giving the commentary. Phaedra's here. I honestly, it's only episode 2, but I will say this. Phaedra, for me, even if she wasn't here, we would have a good season. Let's be honest. We would have a good season. Married to Medicine did not need Phaedra. Phaedra needed Married to Medicine. She needed that check. But we shall see. Maybe later in the season there'll be more. Maybe she'll change my mind. Quad, we need her this season because of the whole Leticia and Dr. G situation. But if Dr. G and Leticia weren't here, Quad would be again in the same position that she was last season and previous seasons. And I'm not saying just because she's not married to medicine, she's not really friends with any of these people. And she's not willing to give up her story. Just saying. Oh, wait. I'm going to drop the call-in link so we can get some callers. Hold on. All right, live chat. We have over 1,200 people here in the building, but we only have less than 500 likes. Less than 500 likes. Can we get to 500 likes? But if you're a member of the channel, I'm going to drop the call-in link on the community tab. We haven't done this in so long, so let me drop the call-in link. We're going to get to some callers. As a reminder, guys, no profanity, no derogatory statements about people's bodies. Just saying. Just a reminder. Hold on. Okay. There we go. This is our first live in the studio. In November? Probably. I can't remember. All right. I'm going to drop the call link first for senior royals. Okay. Royal Court members, I'm going to drop the call link next for you. And Team Kempire members, I'm going to drop the call-in link for you in just a second. Live chat, once we get to 500 likes, we'll drop the call-in link for you. Here's the thing. As I said at the top of this, I watched Dr. Heavenly's recap. Dr. Heavenly, I will say this, if this gets back to you. If every week it's going to be with Carlos, I'm not going to be able to watch. I'm just saying, I'm not going to be able to watch. I prefer it with just Dr. Heavenly, and we're just talking about Married to Medicine. I don't need to talk about Love and Marriage, Huntsville, and Potomac. I don't need all of that. Let's just talk about Married to Medicine that you're well versed on. I don't need all the other stunts and shows, and I don't need, that one. Just saying. I just want to hear you talk about what your experience was, so I can bring back the information here. My personal opinion. Just saying. Speaking of the Real Housewives of Potomac, don't forget we did post our recap of Sunday's episode. So be sure to check that out here on the YouTube channel. For those that haven't seen it and you're watching on Facebook or you're watching on Twitch, Twitter, or TikTok, you can see that TikTok. Be sure to follow me on YouTube. So many of you I saw at BravoCon told me that, oh, I follow you on TikTok, but you don't necessarily follow me on YouTube. If you want longer form videos, be sure to subscribe to the Kempire YouTube channel. All right. Shout out to our replay crew. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to let us know where you're watching from and how you would rate this episode of Married to Medicine and your thoughts on Married to Medicine. Team Kempire members, we just dropped the call-in link for you as well. Live chat, we hit over 500 likes. Let's get to 600 likes. So I'm going to drop the call-in link next for you. Team Kempire members, like I said, I just dropped the call-in link for you. Let me take a sip because I was in the air. I'm dehydrated. All right. Live chat. There we go. All right. Thank you so much for everyone watching on TikTok. We appreciate the love. Keep tapping your screens, guys. Let's get to 15,000 likes. All right. Let's bring up Rashima first. Hold on. Oh, wait. Rashima, hold on one second. Let me go to my callers thing and put up my disclaimer. Hold on. Let's put up the disclaimer. All right. Rashima, what's going on?
Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing well. I want to just say that I totally agree with you on Phaedra. I don't even understand why she's even on there. Yeah. And I guarantee you, we're not even going to see this doctor boyfriend, but we'll see how it goes. I like Sweet Tea so far, but I am kind of getting them gold digging vibes a little bit. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, why would she even make a comment that she has access to the money? What woman even makes that comment? You keep that on the DL. You don't announce that.
But I think, but no, that's an important point. You say you don't announce it. I think she's socially awkward, and that's why she said it.
Yeah, you could be right. You could be right. And then the quad thing. Now, I know when they started this production, she's aware the quad's going to show up to some of these events.
Mm,
So I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to go with her running off in a tough when quad shows up to her engagement party. But other than that, Heavenly gonna be shady, and they always like haze. They're sort of haze the newbie when they come on the show.
mm,
I mean, I think everybody gets their little bit of hazing and a little poked fun at in certain situations. Now, if they continue it through the rest of the season, then I would be like, okay, why are they picking on this girl?
mm.
But I think right now they just giving her a hard time because she's a newbie. So we shall see how that plays out. But other than that, I'm really psyched for this season. It's starting out good.
Yeah,
I'm,
only
but
episode two.
I'm not a big fan of Phaedra, so I don't even see. I'm on the fence with Phaedra even being there. But everybody else, I think is going to give us a good show for the season.
Agreed. Agreed. Rashima, thank you so much for calling in.
Bye.
Bye. Replay crew, I want to know your thoughts on Phaedra. Again, it's only episode two, but I feel like Phaedra's just sort of there narrating everyone's storyline, and she's not giving us anything. The same with Quadrina. Quadrina's not giving us her storyline either. Her storyline this season is her ex-husband is back with his new wife. So that's the only relevancy that Quadrina has this season. All right. Tyler's backstage. We're going to bring Tyler up next. What's going on, Tyler?
Hi, Kempire.
How are you?
So I'm gonna say this. I like Sweet Tea, and I'm not for them like body shaming her and things like that,
Yeah.
or whatever like that. What I do appreciate so far, Quad hasn't even in like interviews hasn't gone so far as like disrespecting her, maybe like Heavenly and them have.
Mm,
But one thing that I don't agree with, I don't think Toya is genuinely her friend. And
mm,
also, I kind of agree with something that Heavenly said a while ago about Cecil. Because when he was like, Dr. G upgraded, he leveled up, stay out of that. Stay like it's kind of like you're teetering in the women's business and you're being disrespectful for no reason. But I do pose this question. If Toya or Simone or one of the ladies were to divorce their husband and Quad was like very friendly with their wife, their new wife or fiance, how would they feel? Because I think Toya genuinely likes her, but there is a bit of spitefulness there.
mm.
And to be honest, Toya has kind of not been like Quad before last season. She's always kind of been like, I don't like her. And she was one of the first ones saying how ghetto she was and she shouldn't be on the show. But I do kind of believe like Quad after this season don't come back. I'm just being for real. And Phaedra, and to be honest, Sweet Tea too. Just kind of revamp the whole thing. We don't need them. We like the genuine friendship between Simone, Jackie, and Heavenly and Toya. But we can find some other girls to kind of bring in there because I don't need this. If Phaedra is gonna keep bringing them, oh yes, oh your booty, girl, Phaedra, your booty is fake. It started off a certain way, and then by the time you got with Portia, you went to whatever doctor she went to. So let's just be real. And Heavenly is the one that's no one's friend at all. And she's not. I mean, she's Dr. Jackie's friend, but I think that's more so because it puts her in a better light. But
Mm.
Heavenly's no one's friend on the show, but she's amazing for the show. That's
Yeah.
all.
Agreed. Agreed, Tyler. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Sasha Shante, happy birthday. Shout out to anyone else celebrating a birthday. I know a lot of Scorpios. So happy birthday and happy Scorpio season to anyone celebrating a birthday today or this season. All right, let's get to some more callers. We have Kari. Kari, what's going on?
Hey, I was on somebody else's show, so I had to you spell my name like that because they
Oh,
kept spelling
uh,
it
okay.
wrong. I'm not Naneka. I care about my name. Anyway, so I want to start off by saying I need Phaedra to stop trying to be Portia. You done stole her whole swag.
Mm,
Girl, when I see you, all I see is Portia's twin. And I really need you, if you're going to come back on reality TV, I need you to work instead of being messy and getting involved in other people's stuff, okay? Because like you're doing all this navigating between G and baby. Did Heavenly bring her on to save Quad's job or to give you a job? I'm just confused. Because it seems like Sweet Tea is paying everybody bills. Because without her, what would y'all be doing this season? I'm just so confused. What will be happening? All right, y'all ain't got Contessa to stir the pot no more. Y'all ain't got her to cry about y'all ruining her marriage no more. So what would y'all be doing? Apparently, what's that man named Curtis don't want to film with Jackie no more because he done slowly started to phase himself out. Apparently, Damon don't want to film with Heavenly no more because he just slowly started to phase himself out. Oh, and Heavenly, the reason why you being so messy is because you don't want us to ask, where Damon at? Why Damon don't want to film with you no more?
I mean,
Is it
Daddy.
because you've been embarrassing him? Is it because he is so tired of standing next to you as you act like a clown? Mm, I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. Okay, and what else am I wondering? Sweet Tea. What's that group? Do they link people up with sugar daddies, or do y'all just talk about? I'm just saying. I'm just
Wait, do
saying.
you want a link?
Hey, listen. Bills need to get paid. Okay, bills need to get paid. Am I a gold digger? No, I'm a sweet tea. Okay, if I
Look,
see money, I kind of want it.
we gotta stop shaming gold diggers. Everyone gets into relationships and marriages for their own reasons. As long as everyone is aware of those reasons, I have no problem with it.
Okay, so I have two things to say. One, Kempire is not gonna like, but I'm just wondering, do y'all think Greg could get married without a gold digger in the picture?
I mean, I don't think I disagree.
Oh, okay, because you don't like when we disparage people, so I was just
Yeah, but I
wondering,
mean, look, sometimes you gotta call a spade, and I feel like, and
if a
this is why I feel like their relationship I feel could work because I feel like she's immature. I don't think he's very mature either. I feel like they.
see, but their relationship isn't gonna work because she's just Quad less polished. Quad knew for a minute that she wanted to marry up, that she needed to marry up in order to get further in life. And
Mm.
now that's why we have the Miss Quad that y'all love today. Because Quad in the beginning, she was a little ghetto, like Heavenly. I mean, like, well, what's that girl name? Toya was saying. She was just a little bit ghetto. I know y'all remember that. And she wasn't dressing how she dressed now. So
Mm.
this is Sweet Tea's first season. She doesn't know how to keep her mouth shut. She will know next season. But I think we need to give her the same grace that we give every new reality star.
Do
Oh, wait, y'all
we?
don't give them grace. Y'all don't, wait, no, no, I was about to correct myself.
I
Y'all don't
think
give
we
them grace.
do here, but
No,
I don't think the fans do.
no, the fans don't at all. And y'all are chewing her up so bad. And I don't know why. For Quad, the same woman who last season was sitting here saying that Toya planned this robbery, which is why Anila don't got a job no more. She wouldn't have a job for that same robbery scheme if
Wait,
it was
hold
not.
on 1 minute. Neela don't have a job anymore because she was boring.
Not, I mean, Jackie is boring, but Jackie has a job consistently.
Yeah, but Jackie is a well-renowned doctor that's respected in this
So she
cast.
has substance, right?
Yes.
Anila had no substance, and she was boring. So now she fired. And Quad could have been that too if it was not for Heavenly. Heavenly saved her job, and I wish she didn't.
Well, here we are. All right,
I wish
we
she
got a
didn't.
line. So let me get to some more callers, Kari. But we appreciate you calling in.
Bye, y'all. And it was my birthday this month. I'm 27. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Happy belated
Yes,
birthday. Are you
thank
Scorpio?
you. Yes, I am.
Oh, okay.
November 7th is my birthday.
Oh, happy
And
belated
now I'm
birthday.
27. I'm getting up there, y'all.
Oh,
But hey,
goodbye, Kari. How about you getting up there? Hold on, let me say thank you. Marika, happy birthday to a lot of people celebrating birthdays today. Replay crew, if you're celebrating a birthday, let us know. Happy birthday, Marika, as well. Wow, everyone's celebrating birthdays. Rahina, thank you so much for the super chat. Rahina, hold on, Rahina. Dry lips. Mm, I'm back in. Look, I'm back in the cracked lip weather over here. Rahina, thank you so much for the super chat. Rahina says, "Hi, Kempire, welcome back. Yay, your facial expressions are giving. Thank you. Anyways, I'm so happy you're back. Thank you, Rahina. We appreciate you. Guys, don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. We still have over 1,200 people here for our Married to Medicine recap. We're getting back to some callers because we have a little time. Normally we do our Tuesday takeover, but I didn't talk that much, but I'm dehydrated. I was in the air. You know, when you're in the air, they tell you to make sure that you drink a lot of water. I'm going to drink a lot of water. I'm coming from a different time zone, so that helps with jet lag, they say. All right. I got to stay up, too. Hold on. All right. Marie is backstage. We're going to bring Marie up next. What's going on, Marie?
Oh my gosh! Hi, Kempire. I'm so
Hey.
sorry. I never get to catch you when you're live because I'm always at work. I'm so
Damn job.
excited. I love you. Okay, so anyway, somebody said earlier that the show didn't need Phaedra, or I think you said it, Kempire. You said Phaedra needed the show, okay? No, we the people needed Phaedra. We wanted to see her. We can't get her back on Real Housewives of Atlanta because of you know who. So we needed her. But as far as Miss T, I like her, or Sweet Tea, whatever her name is. I like her. I think
Damn. Come on. At least learn her name. Leticia.
how old is she? Because she says she's a millennial.
She's 32.
So, ooh, ooh, okay. Anyway, but yeah, I like her. I think the girls need to stop bullying her. It was very wrong of them to talk about her body. That was not okay. I did not like that. Now we're gonna fast forward to what we haven't seen yet, which is the bridal shower.
Yeah.
Now, all I know is where I'm from. If somebody ex come to my bridal shower, whoever brought them and that person is getting escorted out. Okay, security, please. Stage left. Thank you for the gift and goodbye. That's not okay. That's fighting moves. Like, who does that? Dr. Jackie, I still need her to check Heavenly on camera. Like, I
Mm.
don't like that. I don't like that she does that. I don't like how they're just skimming past the fact that Dr. Jackie and Simone are no longer as close as friends as they used to be. Like, it's just like the elephant in the room. Like, we're not going to talk about that. And that's where, as far as Dr. G, I think he's a creep. Like, I never liked him. He just gives me Chester vibes. Sorry, he does. So I don't really know. I mean, him and Sweet Tea, they look cute together. I'm glad that they're happy together. Everybody deserves happiness. And yeah, I kind of wanted to see Audrey though. You know, she had the baby and
Audra,
everything.
yeah. I
Yeah,
justice for
I wanted to
Audra, the
see her.
attorney from last season.
Yes.
I
Yeah, so
know.
that's all I have to say, Kempire. I'm on my lunch break. I work at a dental office, so I gotta go back in here and clean
You
some
work for Dr.
teeth.
Heavenly?
Oh no, baby. No, no, no. Me and her, we wouldn't be able to get along.
Uh, all right. Thank you, Marie. Take care. Get back to
Love
work.
you, bye.
Bye. Do you see how our community, we don't necessarily always agree, but we're still able to have a kiki and a fun conversation? So let's have that continued fun conversation in the comment section because we don't moderate adults. Okay, we're going to get to some more callers. Let me just say thank you. We had a couple of super chats. All right, Rosa, thank you so much for the super chat. Rosa says, wait. Oh, I was like, wait a second, Rosa. I was like, wait, what am I reading? Because I was like, I know this looks familiar. The shades keep us watching. Love from Rotterdam. You already know I love the Netherlands. Rosa, thank you so much for the super chat. You're going to have to translate that for me, though. What are you saying there? Marika, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, for my shout out, I always appreciate. Oh, of course. You didn't have to send a super chat, but happy birthday. Enjoy the rest of your birthday. Shout out to anyone else celebrating a birthday. If you're celebrating a birthday, let us know in the live chat or replay crew. Let us know in the comments section. Shout out to our King's Guards holding us down in the live chat as well and in the comments section. And a shout out to our members of the channel. You guys got a lot of exclusives during BravoCon weekend, and we had our own separate members only live as I was getting ready for bed in Vegas. So be sure to become a member if you haven't already. TeamKempire.com/join. All right, let's get to some more callers, and then I'm getting out of here. Wendy's backstage. What's going on, Wendy?
Hi, Kempire. I'm not
Hey,
feeling well, but
I
I
know you.
wanted to say hey.
You don't
So I
sound
hope you can
yourself.
keep. Yeah. First off, I want to tell you, find a Mary Kay consultant and ask them for the satin lips sugar shade scrub for your lip thing.
Oh, I
It's
know
gonna.
somebody that does that.
Okay, so that's your favorite product for the winter.
Okay.
Okay. So I just want to say, one, Quad makes Memphis women look bad. Number one, because
She makes
we
Tauruses look
both.
bad.
Yeah, in the robberies, in the smash and grab, and all of that kind of stuff. So, that's what I wanted to say. And also, I really thought that it was just disgusting how they was just basically bullying Sweet Tea
Yeah.
on whatever live they were doing. I was like, come on now, y'all. I mean, come on. I'm just like, come on. I mean, we y'all are all adults. We are all adult
Grown.
women. grown women. Y'all almost grandmamas. And y'all talking about this millennial like that. She is my little sister's age. And my heart felt for her.
Yeah.
And I was like, y'all, they can do better. They need to do better. Quad needs to go. Dr. Heavenly needs to shut that up. She just needs to shut up, period. Because her voice is annoying. Her voice and Carlos King's voice are so annoying. I'm like, I have to turn down the TV whenever she's talking. Okay, I'm gonna get some soup. I hope
Feel
everybody enjoys the
better.
rest of their day. Tomorrow would have been my late husband's birthday, so I'm gonna try to
Oh,
do something nice in his honor. And y'all
oh.
have a great day.
So he was a Scorpio. And what's your sign again, Wendy?
I'm a Capricorn.
Oh, that's an interesting mix. Okay.
Yeah, it's very interesting. We was funny together.
Oh, well, rest in peace to him, and let us know what you decide. Because if you listen to the channel, guys, Wendy has talked about her husband before. So may he rest in peace, and thank you so much for calling in. Feel better.
All right, bye bye, y'all.
Bye. All right, let's get to some more callers, guys. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. This is our weekly recap of Married to Medicine. Yes, we are live. We are live. I know it's been a while since we were live, but we're live. All right, Daph is backstage. We're going to bring Daph up next. What's going on, Daph?
Hey there, welcome back home,
Thank
Kempire.
you. How are you?
I'm okay, thanks. I just wanted to, and by the way, I am actually I'll be on my way to Brooklyn next week. Actually, listen to me, next week, this Friday, to spend a few days with my mom for Thanksgiving.
Oh, and I'll be outside of out of New York.
Yeah, we lost my dad 2 years ago, the day after
Oh,
Thanksgiving. So
oh,
I just wanted to, I did a little pre-Thanksgiving with my husband and my son. This will be my first year without them, but plan to
oh.
have a great time with mom and kind of like, you know, put some brightness,
Yeah.
during a tough time. So I'm looking forward to it.
And where do you live now?
I'm in South Florida.
Oh, okay. A good distance away.
Yeah, so it'll be cool. But I just wanted to say quickly, I am actually enjoying this season of Married to Medicine. And believe it or not, I'm finding Phaedra to be a little bit like the Portia with Married to Medicine. I don't know if
Mm.
that makes sense, but she's
Someone said it
making me
before.
laugh. And I agree.
Hmm.
I think it'd be a successful season with or without her. But I do see, I did know before this season she had connections with one or two of the ladies. But the season would be fine without her. Sweet Tea, I find her and Dr. Gregory to be a good match for each other because Dr. Gregory, he is strange. He is also socially awkward,
Yes.
and I just find them to be a good match despite the age difference. And I think coming, it seems like she comes from a more sheltered background.
Hmm.
So
Oh.
to see how their relationship will evolve. And yeah, I didn't like the way the women treated her. And I'll share this. I'm one of those people who's challenged in the posterior
Uh,
area.
but here's the
So,
thing, Dav. Here's the thing with that. I don't. I'm looking at this woman's butt, and I'm like, y'all think that's challenged?
well, I think in the Black community,
Uh,
with the, I think in the Black community, the bigger the better,
okay.
which I get it, but that was a trigger for me because I
Oh,
used to get that a lot in high school. But I like
what?
the fact that she is standing, yeah, she is standing up for herself. So that was a little trigger for me where I'm like, sister, I know how you feel. But listen, if he loves it, then that's all that matters.
Yeah. Oh. Woo
Yeah.
woo woo. Look.
Woo, woo, woo. Well, I won't keep you because I know there are other people. Thank you so much and welcome back home again.
Thank you so much, Dav. Take care.
Take
Safe
care. Bye
travels.
bye.
Bye. All right, let's bring up Miss Sharon backstage. Hold on, Miss Sharon, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire, how you doing?
Well, how are you?
I'm doing fine. Glad to see you back from Las Vegas.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you almost had me coming up there catching the case.
Why?
Miss Ma'am was trying to get in your face, that
Oh.
makeup artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you're watching, I'm coming next year. I'll be just like Deion whatever. I'm coming. Try it again. I'm coming. My name is Sharon Antoinette Culpepper.
Oh,
Look
God.
me up. And I don't mind catching the case because I got money.
No. We don't want anyone catching a case.
Hey, Kempire, I like Sweet Tea. She's from Texas. She's my husband's homegirl. Don't mess with Texas, y'all. I'm telling you. Dr. Heavenly, if you're listening, don't mess with Texas because those women don't play.
Ooh. Oh.
Yep. And if you I bet in future episodes, she's really going to get tired of what they're trying to do, and that Texas is going to come back, is going to come out.
Well,
My
I look forward to it.
my husband is from Texas. Culpepper,
Uh, uh,
yeah. We're the only Culpeppers in Jefferson City, Missouri that I know. I don't know how many other Culpeppers are in Missouri, but
but there's a ton in Texas.
in Texas, yes.
Oh, all right, Miss
Yeah.
Sharon.
So, yeah, just a warning, don't mess with Texas. I'm telling you.
Note to self.
Yep.
All
All right,
right.
bye, Kempire.
Take care, Sharon. Bye.
You too. Bye bye.
Guys, we are going to talk more about BravoCon in an exclusive podcast episode. So stay tuned for that. We might do maybe like a members only live, and I'm going to bring on a special guest for that one. Stay tuned. All right. To become a member of the channel, head on over to teamkempire.com/join. Let me say thank you because we had a couple of super chats. Rosa, thank you so much for the super chat. Rosa says, I said, I love, Dr. Heavenly. Sorry if I write the name wrong. That's fine, Rosa. We appreciate you clarifying for us. So you love Dr. Heavenly, but you said it in Dutch. Oh, okay. V, thank you so much for the super chat. And well, you're not a veteran, right, V? Because you're still in the military. But thank you for your service, regardless. V says, I'm at work just saying hey, and that I tried my best to see you in Vegas. Couldn't make it to Las Vegas because I had my going away brunch. Hope I meet you soon. V, are you in Vegas or you're in California, right? I know you're somewhere on the West Coast. I can't keep up with everybody, y'all. We already got over 1,200 people in the live chat on YouTube alone, and we got over 100 and some people watching on TikTok. Rosa, thank you so much for the super chat. Rosa says, come to the Netherlands, Amsterdam of the EU, and you see a lot of pancakes. Rosa, are you new here? You know how many times I've been to the Netherlands? Not just Amsterdam. I've been to Rotterdam. I've been to other smaller cities in the Netherlands. That's like a second home. I have friends there. But thank you so much for the super chat in the euro. All right, let's get back to our callers. We got Barry backstage. You're gonna bring up Barry next. Hold on 1 second. Barry, what's going on?
Hey, good, Kempire. How are you?
Well, how are you?
Doing good. First question is, when is New York going to get a meet and greet?
I know a lot of you were asking. I just felt like
we're close and we don't get one.
Well, it's not that you guys don't get one.
And then my second comment was, I thought it was really interesting. Granted, I'm part of the community, so like for me, marriage isn't a big deal. But the conversation between Sweet Tea and Dr. Greg about him paying 90% of the wedding budget, and so he feels that he can take a step back from having to help plan. I may go on a limb here, but I think that's fair. I think people forget that Dr. Greg, I think, is a psychiatrist or a psychologist, which means his salary isn't dictated by like a hospital. It's based on how many patients he sees. So if he wants to make more money, he has to see more clients. He has to then work more, which means he doesn't have as much free time. So he's sacrificing that to pay for 90% of the wedding. Isn't it only fair that then she does the majority of the planning if she's only paying 10%?
I mean, I'm sure he would agree with you.
And this is someone, I don't want to get married, but I'm just thinking he has to work and pay the majority of it. I feel like that's only fair. But that's just my thought.
Okay. All right,
Have a good
Barry.
one.
You too. All right, Barry just read me for filth about the New York meetup. No, I do want to do meetups with you guys, but I much prefer to do like an official something that you guys can come sit down and, we're not, randomly meeting up at a random spot. like a hooker on a corner. Just saying. So, look, people were in LA. They wanted me to do one. So I know New York, you want me to do one as well. I actually have an idea of what I want to do in New York, but I got to figure out the logistics. I'm only one man. I just got off a flight more than a couple hours ago, but like a few hours ago. This morning I got here and I'm live. Look, and I'm live. All right. Let me say thank you. And thank you so much for the super chat. Ann was in Malibu. I didn't get to go to Malibu. I have to go back to California. I can only do so much in a week. All right. Ann says, hiya from Malibu. Such a pity to have missed you. We had a lovely Sunday with yoga at home. We saw Garcelle at Soho House. You were invited, but you did not. Where? Hubby is from the Netherlands. And what response? We're like, where? Where'd you guys DM me? I didn't get that invite, but I did go to Soho House in WeHo. Oh, I need to get me a membership. The food was delicious, but I know people too. And where was this invite? Damn it. Okay. Thank you so much for the super chat, and as always for supporting as well. Ann lives a life. Ann lives the life. And I was just burning the candle you gave me when I did the London meetup. All right. Regina's backstage. We're going to bring up Regina. We have 3 more calls. Anyone else that calls back in, I'm not taking it because I'm going. I'm dehydrated. We got Regina. Sir Capricorn will be the last one. We got Regina. We got Miss Bernice. We got Ronnie. And we got Sir Capricorn. No one else. Let me delete the link. Hold on. And shout out to our members. Hold on. No one else because I got to go. I'm tired. And guys, don't forget, I am a special guest on today's episode of Juicy Scoop with Heather McDonald. Go give it a rating on the podcast. Go give the video a like and a comment. Let them know how much you love me. All right. All right. Regina's backstage. We're going to bring up Regina next. What's going on, Regina?
Hey, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well. I'm sorry I missed you when you were in LA. It was my aunt's birthday, so we had lunch together for her birthday. But that's okay. I'll catch you next time, I'm sure.
And I will be back.
Yes, I know. It's great out here. The weather is so much better. I'm from the Midwest. I know how cold it is.
Y'all about to get some rain, though, this week.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll take the rain.
But y'all need it.
Better than snow. Anyway, Married to Medicine. Wow. Phaedra, she's fun. She is the comic relief in everything. And Phaedra, everybody who has watched Married to Medicine or Real Housewives knows Phaedra is obsessed with the booty. She just is. She's always been obsessed. I don't know what's going on with that, but that's her thing. Anyway, I feel for Sweet Tea because she's so young, but everybody needs to get off of the.
Uh-oh. Did I lose you? Uh-oh. Did you freeze? I think StreamYard is acting a little weird today. Regina, I can't hear you. So drop out and call back in. All right, Regina, if you can hear me. Miss Bernice? It's probably because you were defending Phaedra. Hey, Miss Bernice.
Hey, what up, though? What up, though? What up, though?
What's going on?
Oh, I missed you. Missed
you too.
I'm glad you made it back safe and sound. And you know what? I was ready to catch a case with that chick, the makeup chick. So I understand.
Oh.
Woosah. Okay. This episode, they need to leave Sweet Tea alone. Let her find her own balance on how she's going to be on the show. They're bullying her, and I really don't like it because you're not giving her a chance because y'all so quad, disrespecting that lady in the house that she shared with her fiance. Oh, this is different from Quad's house. Of course it's going to be different. There's 2 different personalities. She has her style and Quad has her style. Leave it alone. They're 2 different people. Dr. G wanted a traditional woman that's going to satisfy his needs and be a freak in the bedroom. That's it. With his little wormy looking self. Ooh, okay. I digress. Okay. Phaedra need to concentrate on her invisible doctor that we ain't seen yet.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. And what else? Other than that, Heavenly still being Jackie's mouthpiece. She's saying things that Jackie ain't gonna say, but Jackie gonna sit there innocently like, oh, I didn't realize that. Bull crap, bull crap, bull crap. Now you need to look at Winter House because Jordan from Martha Vineyard is on there,
Yeah.
and she is tripping. You know, she was the fragile. I'm celibate, and men looking at me like a sex object, and I don't like it. She ain't acting like that now.
Oh.
Mm.
Okay. I saw her at
Mhm.
BravoCon. Beautiful in person.
Yeah, but she definitely doing a 360 from Martha's Vineyard,
Oh.
and it's not cool because she had. Well, we'll talk about that in another show.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Bernice.
But other than that, Lions in first place in their division. Everything is good in the world.
Oh, all right. Bye. All right. I think StreamYard's acting a little weird, but we're gonna try and finish out the rest of these calls. But let me just say thank you, Rosa. Thank you so much for the super chat. Rosa says talking about the pancakes comments. She don't have that. Not now. A lot of people have surgery. New generation mix is not Amsterdam. Visit the Netherlands. I visited a few cities in the Netherlands, a few different cities, but I love Amsterdam. I really do. Rosa says, I'm from Rotterdam. I went to Rotterdam, not this last trip, but the previous trip I went to Rotterdam. V, thank you so much for the super chat. V says, I was in Vegas the whole weekend of BravoCon. I'm in San Diego. Couldn't make it to Los Angeles. Still active duty. Moving to Texas next week. Well, safe travels in your move. Wow, you're moving around. Moving around. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's get to these last couple of callers. Guys, we're already almost at 700 likes. We have over 1,100 people watching, though. Why are you watching and not liking the video? Why are you watching in the bushes? Hey, Heavenly. Look. Hey, Heavenly. Stop bringing that man. Not every week. Y'all could do a collab every once in a while, but not every single week. Please, for my ears. All right, let's bring up Ronnie. Ronnie, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I want to say hello from Lebanon.
Which I hope to visit one day.
Yeah, you should visit it, but not now.
Why not now?
Because of everything happening in the Middle East, you know.
Oh.
So, yeah, not now. It's not the right time. It's been a long time since my last call. So, I want to say I'm loving Married to Medicine this season. I feel bad for Sweet Tea. I forgot her name. Sweet Tea.
Leticia.
Yeah. I feel bad for her because like it's okay if she's dating an older guy. It doesn't mean that she's a gold digger. Like I'm sure Phaedra and her youthful days, she used to date older guys. So it's normal for
Ronnie. Phaedra used to date in her younger days. Okay.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So it's not nice to throw shade about other girls. And other than that, I hope to see Phaedra's imaginary doctor friend, I mean boyfriend, soon. And yeah, and I wish positivity above all the viewers.
Ronnie, quick question. I probably asked you this before. How do you watch Bravo in Lebanon?
VPN.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, VPN, and I have American card, so I pay for Peacock and for those stuff through my American card, but I watch through VPN.
Okay. All right. Just learning all the things.
Yeah.
When
It's hard for us. We need Bravo to, if any of the producers of Bravo is watching now, please, we need them to bring the Bravo to the Middle East.
I'm sure they're working on it. All right. Ronnie, thank you so much for calling in.
Thank you. Bye.
Take care. Bye. All right. Let's bring up Sir Capricorn. This will be our last caller. Sir Capricorn, what's going on?
How's it going, Kempire? How are you?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm doing great. So, yeah, Columbus, Ohio needs a meet and greet as well. Just wanted to let you know. But No, to get into it though, Heavenly did say on the recap with Carlos that Phaedra did call her about Sweet Tea and tell her to ease up off Sweet Tea a little bit. Um, but my side, don't Sweet Tea remind you of Goldie from Flavor of Love, like looks and voice,
Oh,
just a darker skin?
I could see that
With Sweet
maybe.
Tea, if she's gonna be on, the thing is with Sweet Tea for me, if she's gonna be on this show, she is gonna have tough skin with these people. Because right now it's given she's not built for reality TV. But I really feel like if she's gonna be here with them, it's cool to be tough in your confessionals, but you gotta be tough in their face too.
Mm.
And I kind of also got the feeling this, I could be wrong, but I feel like when she signed up for this show, she thought it was gonna make Quad not come back,
Oh.
and she wasn't expecting to have to be interact with her. But at the end of the day, you're on the ensemble cast show, and you're coming on the show that technically she is one of the stars on,
Mm.
and you're coming into her circle, so you should have known that you were gonna have to interact with her at some point. Um, and she even said that Greg compares her to Quad, and not just the cast.
Mm.
And when you move into somebody's, you move. She has to also realize she moved into Quad's old house that she shared with Greg. So Quad is in all those walls. Yes, you may have did the sage or whatever, but it's still gonna be memories, and it's not on purpose. But when Greg walks to every room, he's still gonna have those slight memories of Quad being in that house. So just like Dr. Heavenly said, it would have been smart for them to rent the house out and go get their own space for them own, so she can make her own home, and
Mm.
not make Quad's previous home her own home. That way she wouldn't have those comparisons.
Mm.
Um, I do think Phaedra is a I do think Phaedra is a good addition to this group as far as she can help move the story along, and I also it also brings because Married to Medicine, like Carlos would say, is the best show, is one of the best black shows on Bravo that people are not watching.
Mm.
So Phaedra is actually bringing my friends who never watched Married to Medicine over to Married to Medicine because now they're watching the show, now they're getting hooked, now they're going back and actually start from season one to binge watch it. But yeah, those are my thoughts for this week. But this week was actually a good episode to me. I can't wait till the explosive next week though.
Okay. All right, Sir Capricorn. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Let me switch this out. Here are my final thoughts. Hold on. Let me switch this. Guys, final thoughts. Don't forget, this is embroidered. This is embroidered. Head on over to houseofkempire.com for all of our merch. There's all kinds of really great new merch available, including this really high quality sweatshirt. All right. And caps and all the things. Oh, wait. I got a cap right here. I got a cap right here. Look. House of Kempire. House of Kempire. Limited edition. Okay. Wait. Get that on my. There we go. Limited edition. Look, it's a little tight. I gotta fix it. Anyway. Oh, wait. There we go. A little tight. All right, look. Gotta adjust it. Anyways. Shout out to everyone that called in. Shout out to everyone that sent in the super chat. We did have one other super chat. Sashay Shantae, thank you so much for being a member. She says, I like that Dr. G defended her and said, it's back there. You just got to know how to get it. Faye is obsessed. Remember what she did to Kenya with the fake butt. Yeah, but here's the thing. At what point do people grow and evolve and understand like that type of behavior is weird at this point and not acceptable? I know she used to do that back in the day, but come on now. Anyways, thank you to everyone that called in. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. Shout out to our members of the channel. Head on over to TeamKempire.com/join to become a member. Shout out to our King's Guards holding us down in the live chat. We appreciate them. Thank you to all of you that were in the live chat. Those of you that are watching in the bushes. Thank you to everyone that liked the video. Thank you to everyone watching on TikTok for tapping your screens. This was our Married to Medicine recap. Stay tuned for more. We still have Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. We have Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I think that's it in regards to recaps this week, right? In regards to those shows, I think so. But of course, that's not the only thing that we cover here on the channel. We cover everything in pop culture. So be sure to check out some of the stories that you missed this week, including Keke Palmer, Wendy Williams, and more. And more. We did even post it about Krishan Rock. We have hit rock bottom. Anyways, guys, let's get out of here with some music. Happy holidays. Brandy's new Christmas album is available right now. Christmas with Brandy. Go check it out. I'm enjoying it. And listen to it without the Dolby Atmos on it. It sounds completely different. So be sure to check that out if you haven't already. Dr. Payne in with the last minute on super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I love it. Thank you for the beginning and on making my long days short. You're welcome. Thank you so much for the super chat. Everyone have a great rest of your day. It is officially the holidays here on the channel. So do I have any Christmas music to play? I do.